Konnichiwa. Today is September 11th, 2025, and the start of us touring Hiroshima. Had a little continental breakfast to start the morning, and then in about an hour, we're going to start our tour of Hiroshima. Just from up here, I like the views of the city, and we'll see what it looks like when we're actually down there going around to some of the spots. Just got back from our little full day endeavor around Hiroshima. Started with the walk to the Hiroshima Peace Memorial. Very deep, seeing all the pictures, all the artifacts from when the A-bomb was dropped here. That was pretty crazy to see all the stuff that was there. And then we saw a little class doing a little ceremony. Then from there we got lunch, got a thing called okonomiyaki, which is like a local dish here in Hiroshima. And then from there we took, it was called a speedboat. It was like a little cruise. And we went to that island called Miyajima. Got this little ticket from there. Saw the deer and then did the little cooking class to make the little snack that's famous on that island. Now we're back in the hotel freshening up before we go to dinner. And then from there we wind down and have a pretty chill day tomorrow, knock off some of the other places that we haven't seen here in Hiroshima. And hopefully it's a pretty good dinner.
All right, cute. Well, I hope you have a good day at work.
Finished our traditional Japanese dinner. I had a little sashimi platter. Me and mom shared a little bit of sake and then finished the dinner with some green tea. We just did our laundry, like a 5-minute walk from the hotel. And then we're gonna wrap up for the night and then finish exploring Hiroshima tomorrow. So, see you. Ohio, it is September 12th, 2025, day 2 in Hiroshima. I'm gonna go for a little run this morning. It rained a little bit, so it's very humid and muggy outside. But I'm gonna go for a quick little run, 1.5 miles. I'm gonna go to a shrine and then come back. We have a little photo shoot later on at one of the gardens, and then just explore whatever's left of Hiroshima before we take off tomorrow for Kyoto. So time for a run. And we stop at 7-Eleven to grab some breakfast. Little onigiri, salmon and salt. We made it to Mitaki Dera, which is just a beautiful little thing here in the mountains outside of Hiroshima. Lots of little shrines, lots of statues, waterfalls. Just a really, really scenic place. A little humid and overcasty, but it's not raining on us. That was beautiful. Back from our little daily adventure and freshening up before we go out to dinner. I really like Hiroshima. We started the day off going to Mitaki Dera. That place was super beautiful. And then from there, we went and did our little kimono experience, little photo shoot with the kimonos. I thought that was pretty cool, getting to wear a little bit more of the traditional Japanese clothing. After that, me, my mom, and Marcus' sister Brittany, we went to a little hole in the wall sashimi spot. We were the only people that weren't Japanese in the restaurant, which is very cool, felt very authentic. And getting the sashimi, my mom got some bluefin tuna, Brittany got some shishito peppers, and I got a variety spread. And that was all like $20, which in the US that would be like $40, $50 with tip. So the food was amazing. And then after that, we went to Shukian Park, which we were going to do some of the photos there, but we ended up not doing that. But the park was really nice. It rained a little bit on us, so with the weather being so humid, that made it a little bit muggy. But seeing all the koi fish and the turtles and just all of the live plants and whatnot, I thought it was really beautiful. I really enjoy this city. It's a lot smaller and a lot less people compared to Tokyo, and it seems very clean as well. But after talking with our tour guide yesterday, it seems like Shinjuku is like a city in of its own. It's way different than the rest of Tokyo. So at the very end of the trip, we're doing a little bit of Disneyland, which is also in Tokyo. So I might get to explore some of the other wards in Tokyo that might be will be very different than Shinjuku. So I'm very excited, very happy and pleased with how Hiroshima has been for this trip. Going to freshen up for dinner and then probably just hit the bed for tonight and then finish up with some of the things we didn't hit tomorrow. So.
She was a foreign exchange student. She was here for like 4 weeks.
Just got back from our last dinner in Hiroshima. We had it with my best friend's mom's former host family from when she stayed here in Japan 30 years ago. Great people. The food was amazing. There was just a little bit of everything. There was some seafood. There was some steak. A little bit of fish that was alive. Very interesting meal, but it was super good nonetheless. Gonna rest it off and then get ready for tomorrow, last day in Hiroshima, and then bullet train back over to Kyoto. So, ohayo gozaimasu. Today is September 13th and our last day in Hiroshima before we head to Kyoto. We're gonna go and check out the Hiroshima Castle because we didn't do that yesterday, and then we're gonna go to the Hondori Market, do a little shopping, check out what they have over there. Our bullet train doesn't leave until 3:18, and it's currently 8:34. So we got a little bit of time to kill, so we'll finish up Hiroshima and then unlock a new part of Tokyo. Made it onto the Shinkansen bound for Kyoto. The castle was pretty cool, really nice from the outside, but on the inside, it kind of looked very museum-esque, which was a bit of a letdown because I thought it would look like the inside of the castle. But it looked nice nonetheless. And then after that, we went to the Hondori shopping district, got a little bit of food there. I got that octopus stuffed with rice, and then the pork katsu, which is really good. Went back to the hotel to grab luggage, and then did a little shopping around the train station. I got some Pokemon cards, which I haven't bought in I don't know how many years, so hopefully I pull something good when I get back home. Now we got a 2-hour ride to Kyoto, and then we'll check into the Airbnb. Ending the night back at the Airbnb, and that is going to call it the end for the Hiroshima part of the vlog. The train ride was super quick, and the Airbnb that we're staying at is absolutely insane. It feels so peaceful here. There's koi fish at the Airbnb. Like it's super nice. We ended up going to the Nishiki Market, walking around. I saw a couple knife stores, so I'm either tomorrow or Monday, I'm gonna go buy myself a nice little chef's knife. For dinner, I had my little chicken skewer, and then we ended up going to a place that only does gyoza, and we found out when we were paying that it is a Michelin star restaurant. So that was a nice little surprise, and it was super cheap for Michelin quality food. But it was a really nice introduction to Kyoto. I think we're going to do a day trip to Osaka tomorrow and then do Kyoto Monday and Tuesday. But that's going to be it for this part of the video. Tune in for tomorrow where we start on to the Kyoto leg of the trip. So, night.